Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Regina. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Ella Masick. Good morning. Here comes drama. Can I tell you guys that I have memberships now? I have memberships now. And my very first member is Here Comes Drama. Round of applause for her. Round of applause for her. Here Comes Drama. Go to my website. Again, it's not set up yet, but you can still go. You can still email your shipping address. I have something special for you. I have something special to send you. I literally cried. I literally cried. My very first member, even if you only stay for a month, it means the world to me. So send me your shipping address. I have something for you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Quizzical Girl. Let me tell you something. I'm drinking ginger ale because these people are giving me a headache. Let me tell you something. Every time I think to myself about someone in this case, geez, I could not dislike a person more. Here comes a person that I dislike more. These people are they're ruining my self-image, okay? Because I generally am not a bad person, okay? I don't normally want to punch people. I don't walk through my life wanting to slap people, but the people of Canton, Massachusetts keep my pimp hand so strong. Every time somebody opens their mouth, slap. I want to slap everybody. They're making me out to be this violent person that I am not. I have never, ever, I'm trying to think back. I did have an arch nemesis in high school that I absolutely could not stand. But this Dever person, I wanted to punch her right between her eyes. Someone has to tell me what is wrong with these people. Do they think they're likable? Do they think the jury is like, yeah, like I get her, I'm on her side. I really like what she has to say. Do they really think that? Unless the fix is in, unless the fix is in, I had to convince myself of something yesterday in order to not spaz out. I had to convince myself that she did this on purpose. She's actually free Karen Reed, and she went and acted a fool on the stand so that the jury could be like, "Oh yeah, something's going on. Some around there ain't right," because there is no way. There is no way, ma'am. Is you cool? Is you cool? Did you think you ate that? Did you think you ate? Just like you can't remember my name, I don't recall. Did you think you ate that? I'm here to tell you, you did not. You did not eat that. You did not eat that one thing. In fact, you left all the food on the plate. I want to slap you. You know what the problem is? Oh my God, here comes Drama gifted 5 memberships. That is so crazy. Thank you so much. You know what's so crazy? Let me drink my ginger ale before my headache comes back. The problem with her is a couple crumbs. She left the plate. She left the plate. She did not eat that. Um, the problem with her is it's the same problem I have with Proctor. It's the same problem I have with Buchanan. It's that she's a cop. She's a woman cop. And I could see her. Like I could visualize me having an interaction with her. And she's a person, I'm going to tell you, she's a person that if she ever was to pull up behind me and say something to me, I already know, close your lips. I would have to zip it, lock it, and put it in my pocket. Otherwise, I'm going to jail. Otherwise, I'm going to jail. Because if you walk up on me with that tone, I don't have no choice but to meet you where you at. So I have to zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket because I'm going to jail. Okay. I just know the kind of person she is. Listen, if I find this video later, I'm going to post it on my YouTube shorts. There's a video of a woman cop walking up to an apartment building or like a 2-family flat. And she knocks on the door, and one of the girls who lives there comes to the door, and she's like, yes. And she's like, tell everybody in there to come out of the house. First of all, don't got to do that. Illegal, but whatever. It's her attitude. It's the way she's speaking to people. Tell everybody in there to come in here because I know they in there. The girl is like, what? What are you talking about? And this woman cop is just so arrogant, and her tone is one that you cannot meet me with because I'll lose my mind. But the tone of the woman cop in this video is so aggressive for no reason, only to find out she's at the wrong house. Never did she apologize. She just moved on. That's the mind frame that this woman put me in. And I can't meet you in the field because I'm going to jail. Lock me up because I'm about to cuss you out. And if you get too close, I'm going to have to slap you. Now I got to start on a police officer. Who got time? Who got time? I don't. So I have to zip it, lock it, and put it in my pocket. Let's talk about what she said. You know what the defense is doing better this time? You know what the defense is doing better this time? They are not aggressively stating that there might be a conspiracy. They're just dropping the crumbs and letting the jury pick them up, because that whole spiel that she came right out the gate with, well, I can't say what it is you want me to say because I already told you and I already talked to you and I told you that the memory that I thought about could not be true because I've been shown factual information that, girl, what? Girl, what? If I was on the jury, I'd be like, oh, some shit in this milk is not clean. Because, girl, what? Did she say she falsified a memory, manufactured a memory? I don't give a damn. Liar in 5. False memory, made up memory, forgotten memory, got the facts. I don't care. Liar in 5. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a lying liar who lies. There's no way you made up, manufactured a memory with that much detail. Nobody says, yeah, I saw them go in there for a wildly long time. That's not how that happens. That's not what you manufacture. If it was a memory that you thought you might have had, you may have said, yeah, I think I saw them go in there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they were coming from. I'm not even sure what day it was. So I could be wrong. But I think they went in there. But I don't know. You don't say. Let me tell you what you don't say. You don't say, yes, I saw Higgins and the chief go in there for a wildly long time. Seems very true to me. And then what happened was the FBI sent it out to the defense team, and your commissioner called you and said, hey, tell me what you said to the FBI. All right. Well, I just hope you go in there and do the right thing. I just hope you go in there and do the right thing. All of a sudden, it's a manufactured memory. Can you tell? Because here's the thing. The only thing I wish Jackson would have asked her is, what are the parameters by which you manufacture a memory? Because the thing about these people is they say shit on this stand and they think it's okay. They think they're just trying to get Karen Reed in prison, so they don't think it affects them in the long run. But you realize you can never testify at another trial again, because if I'm a lawyer for any client and you show up, I'm gonna be like, ma'am, are you sure that's not a manufactured memory, a falsified memory? If I show you some facts, will you change it? How do I know you didn't just make that up? Because we've seen you have weirdly specific falsified memories. They've been weirdly specific. How can you say that my client was speeding? Seems like you made that up. Are you sure? What were you doing? Were you daydreaming? We don't trust you. We don't believe you. You need more people. You will never testify again. I'm going to assume every memory you have is made up, manufactured with the greatest detail. Don't say anything else to me. Because I wanted him to ask her, what are the parameters by which you manufacture, falsify a memory with great detail? And also, what was the information they showed you? What were the information they showed you? Because you don't remember if it has cameras. You haven't been there in 2 years. You can't remember where the monitors are, but you're absolutely for sure you left at 3:45. If you want to call me stupid, just call me stupid. You don't have to lay all this foundation. If you think I'm stupid, just call me stupid. You don't have to do all of this. Okay. You want us to believe that you absolutely remember that you left at 3:45. But you don't remember if they got cameras in there. You don't remember the room. You don't remember nothing. It's been 2 years. It sure has. So if you don't remember that, how you remember what time you got off? Not the time you got off. How you know what time you left? Not forgetting that it's a snowstorm. So even if the time you were supposed to get off at 3:45, I highly doubt you left at 3:45. I can see it taking you an hour or more to leave in the middle of a snowstorm. You wait until the snow slow down, you wait until they plow, you wait to clear off your car, or you just tired and you think, I'm not about to drive home in a snowstorm. I'm gonna go up here in a police station to take a nap. But we don't know. Could be a false memory. I've never wanted to slap a person so much in my life. What do you think that's doing for your case? And then here comes Brennan. Have you ever spoken to me? Why does he keep asking people that as if it's a flex? Why does he keep like, I know that he thinks his jury is dumb. I understand that. But does he think they've never seen a trial before, a court case before, a SVU before? I think everybody knows that the prosecution talks to their witnesses before they testify. It's not a flex that you haven't talked to her. It actually looks stupid, because why haven't you talked to her? Why don't you know this? You're trying to put this lady in prison. And here's somebody who's saying they saw them in there for a weirdly long time. And now we have tail light pieces everywhere and tail light pieces in the shirt. When she said, my job, see, what happens is, you can only keep up the lie for so long before it's going to slip out at the weirdest of time with the slightest of ease. When she said, my job depends on what I say here, we know. We know, because I don't know any other cop that's only been on the force 2 years that go meet with the commissioner. We know that wink was heavy in that office. Did anybody check her income? When the last time she got a raise? Did she recently have a promotion? I guarantee you one of those things is true. I'm not a psychic or nothing. But I guarantee you One of those things is true. And that's why her memory is all of a sudden false. I want this lady to get away from me, and I want her to never speak to me again. And Alan Jackson's better than me. I told y'all I could never do this job. I could never do this job because I'd be in there saying, yes, Miss Denver. Answer my question, Miss Denver. Girl, I don't care what your name is. I don't care what your name is. Answer my question. Huge raise last year. Yep. Told you. Did I know that? Nope. Where I get that from? Tell you why. Thank you, Kyoka, for giving 5 memberships. Everybody say thank you if you got a membership. Don't know where I got that from. Just happen to have brains up here. Just happen to have brains up here. You want me to lie? You gotta pay me for looking crazy. If you want me to lie, you're gonna have to pay me because everybody's gonna hate me when I get off the stand. It's all so predictable. If Karen is found guilty, it's because the fix is in. The fix is in. There's no other way around that. The fix is in. The fix has been in. There's a Karen Reed is guilty person on the stand, and you know those people are not. Thank you for becoming a member, Kelly. Those people aren't smart. Those people aren't smart. Those people will twist themselves into knots to act like Dr. Welcher was a great expert. They're going to twist themselves into knots to make it seem like the defense did something to Miss Denver. You don't even know how. First of all, how are you a cop? I need you to take your badge off. I need you to put it on the table. I need you to go back to whatever class they had in the academy that taught you criminal procedure. Because how are you talking about the defense was going to charge you with perjury? Explain yourself. What are you talking about? You don't know how this works? You don't know how any of this works? I'm gonna need you to put your badge down because I don't need you stopping me for anything. You don't even know you don't know the law. You don't even know who charges the crimes. I'm gonna need you to go back to school. Okay? You were scared the FBI was gonna charge you with perjury. I have something in my eyes bothering me. That's who you were scared of. You knew good and goddamn well the defense couldn't charge you with anything. If Karen Reed is found guilty, the fix is in, and that's so sad. That's so sad. But let's move back in time because the defense is getting on my nerves a little bit. It's getting on my nerves a little bit because I didn't understand the beginning of the day. I didn't understand why they would let Brennan read the text messages in. I don't know if that was strategy, but I don't know why they would let Brennan do it. Brennan, who's not going to give the affect and the emotion to the words that need it. I wonder if they knew he was going to do that. But you know, Brennan is a master gaslighter. So how dare you get up and read the text messages like they're not that bad and you're not the one who wanted to have them in. But why let Brennan read the text messages? And you know what? I still don't understand the O'Keefe family. I still don't understand the O'Keefe family because I don't think that we knew, or at least I didn't know. I don't think this particular text message came out in the first trial when he said that the dad died of an overdose. Did we know that? Did we know that? I don't think I knew how he died. I just knew that he died. Did the kids know that? Is that a message that needed to be? Like, what is wrong with you? But Brennan is so laser focused that, again, I say all the time, Brennan cannot see the forest through the trees. Like, he didn't even realize what was happening in the moment, I don't think. And that's terrible. Did those kids, even if they knew, even if I'm sure the O'Keefe family knew, did their friends know? Did the people around them know that their dad died of an overdose on the grave of their mother? Is that necessary? Is that necessary? Like, I would be livid. I would be livid. They skipped over that message last year, as they should have. As they should have. He was trying to put in the message about John O'Keefe taking in his children. We already knew that. Brennan. We didn't need it again. But what he's trying to do is make John O'Keefe sympathetic. You don't need to make him any more sympathetic. Nobody is thinking that John O'Keefe deserved what happened to him. We got it. It was unnecessary. It was just unnecessary. Thank you, Brock. Brock gifted another 5 memberships. I'm so glad you guys are giving memberships. But like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And I don't understand the defense. And you guys know that I don't like not understanding. I can't stand it. I can't stand not understanding. Why would you do all that lead up and then you not be the one to read the messages? Why would you let Brennan do it? And you know he's not going to give the emotion where it needs the emotion. You know the friend's not going to give the emotion where it needs the emotion because he's still friends with Proctor and he didn't even write these messages. Why aren't you guys reading them so you can say nope? I needed the jury to hear nope. He's a Boston cop too. I think they're going to call Proctor. I hope so. I think Brennan reading in those messages kind of forced their hand. And I'm happy he did because I don't understand not calling Proctor. And then we get to Dr. Russell. And again, master gaslighter that Brennan is. The master gaslighter he is. I really wonder if the jury is picking up on this. I thank you, Eclectic Justice, for becoming a new member. I wonder if the jury is picking up on the gaslighting. Because if it was me, I couldn't not pick up on it. Y'all know I can. It's like I see gaslighting through like a needle in a haystack. But I hope they're picking up on the question he's asking and then being like, but wait, didn't you just say that was a great thing from your expert? Like, why are you questioning? So wouldn't it be best to see it yourself? So you're just looking at pictures and interpreting them? I'm sorry, isn't that what your brain surgeon did? Are you saying that that's not good enough? Like, what is wrong with you? Isn't that exactly what your brain surgeon did? Why are you asking the question as if you're just looking at pictures? You're just looking at pictures and acting like you know what happened through the pictures. Wouldn't it be better to see the body? Huh? Because when your brain surgeon was on the stand talking about how he makes his wife cappuccino, you thought it was the best thing ever. Then he gets up there talking about, well, because and I'm glad that Dr. Russell picked up on it and said the right thing when he says, do you think somebody who's not a doctor can diagnose dog bites like a dog trainer? I'm so glad Dr. Russell said, well, yeah, if they've seen hundreds and hundreds of dog bites, they can probably identify a dog bite. You didn't expect that answer, did you? You didn't expect that answer, did you? And then he says, so now you're saying that a non-doctor shouldn't be able to diagnose medical issues? You know who else said that? Do you know who else said that? Your partner in crime up there, Beverly Canone. Last year, when she wouldn't let Dr. Wolf, is that his name? from ARCA talk about the injuries. Now all of a sudden, seems like everybody can. Now all of a sudden, seems like everybody can. And you know, speaking of that, I held it. Did you see me swallow it? I swallowed it, Pam. I didn't even say what I was about to say. But now that I'm thinking about it, when I hear Dr. Russell speak about all of her accolades and all of her knowledge and all of the things she's done, to remember that Beverly Canone said it was a close call to allow her to testify. And then we have Burgess over here who doesn't even have a bachelor's degree, and not only doesn't have a degree, lied about it. If Karen Reed is convicted, it's because the fix is in. It's because they willed it that way. It's because they're going to make sure one of those jurors is going to vote guilty no matter what. There's no way you listen to Nuttall fumble and bumble through his testimony. There's no way you listen. I can't even remember the cop's name who put the blood in the Dixie cups. Okay. Then you'll see Buchanan get up there and act an ass. And then here comes Denver. Check me. What you gonna do? Calling you Denver. Do something about it. Then you see Denver get up there and act an ass. Then you see her and Jen McCabe have lied to the FBI, according to her. If we believe her, yes, Gallagher. If we believe her, she lied to the FBI. I don't think she lied to the FBI. I think she told the FBI the absolute truth. But according to her, she lied to the FBI. So now you have two people who are not afraid to lie to the FBI. And we know it's the FBI now. She definitely said FBI. She definitely said FBI. Then you got Carrie Roberts lying to the grand jury. There's no way. Thanks, Quizzical Girl, for gifting 5 memberships. Make sure you tell Quizzical Girl thank you. There's no way. There's no way you have all of this mess and you still find her guilty. Unless the fix is in. Unless the fix is in. And I appreciate the defense not even going so hard with it. They're just letting these people speak for themselves. They're just letting these people speak for themselves. Coyote with another 5 gifted. Make sure you say thank you. If you live anywhere near Canton, Massachusetts, I'm going to need you to pack up your shit and get out of there. Oh, and we didn't even talk about Denver being friends with Livingston. How big is this town? How big is this town? I remember way back when, I think in one of my very first videos, when I very first started watching this trial, I said, I never want to be from one of these small, podunk, ho-dunk, Gilmore Girls, Schitt's Creek ass towns where everybody knows everybody and the mailman knows the garbage man and the garbage man is married to the post office lady. And somebody got in my comments, and I'm going to assume they were from Canton, Massachusetts, and somebody got in my comments and said, it's not that small. It seems like this town has 1 middle school and 2 high schools, and 1 high school transformed to the church on Sunday. Because why does everybody know each other? Why is everybody so intimately intertwined? What is going on? It seems like there's only 3 jobs you can have in Canton, Massachusetts. You're either a cop, an EMT, or a housewife. Or you're nothing yet and you just drink. You just get drunk until you pick a career. Kind of like the B movie. You know how they just fly around and then it's time to pick a job and there's only 4 options? Why does everybody know each other? Why does everybody know each other? That's not normal. But the thing is, I don't think it's that everybody knows each other. I don't think it's that everybody knows each other in Canton. I think that everybody that worked on this case, everybody that was around this case, everybody that just happened to be in the vicinity when the call came in knows each other. And that has to make you go, hmm. Of 20,000 people, somebody knows somebody that got something to do with this case. And all of y'all just happen to be involved one way or another. Things that make you go, The fix is in. Either she's 100% not guilty or the fix is in. There's no other explanation. There's no other explanation. I will be on this jury thinking these cops are the weirdest motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. Something's going on. I don't know what. Have a great day, Mystic. I don't know what's going on, but something ain't right. Something is not right. Do y'all think she do y'all think she thinks she ate that? Do y'all think she got off the stand like, yeah? Showed him. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? The problem is, same like Buchanan. She's going to go to work tomorrow and nobody's going to say anything to her. And in fact, they might pat her on the back. What goes down in these police academies? What is the brainwashing that happens? What is the brainwashing that happens? I just don't think you could get me to compromise myself. But then again, I've never been threatened by a gang because at this point, it feels like a gang. At this point, it feels like a gang. So I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe I would be scared and lie. Because, but also, walk with me. So she used to be with Canton. Okay. And now she's with Boston. I thought Boston would be like gung ho for the talent show. I thought they would really be trying to figure out what happened to one of their police officers. Now I got to side eye Boston, which I've been side eyeing them forever. If you've watched any of my videos, I've been side eyeing them forever because I've been saying, where are they? Where are they? One of your officers was found dead on the lawn, and this is the investigation that the state police gave one of your officers. I feel like if there's a thick blue line, like y'all say, y'all should have been on their heads. Like, no, y'all, what's going on? But then I have to remember, that's right, be kinder than necessary. Then I have to remember that Brian Albert is also a Boston police officer, and it probably comes down to who has the seniority, who has the most loyalty. And if Brian Albert's been there 20, 30 years, I don't know, which is why the O'Keefe family perplexes me. which is why the O'Keefe family perplexes me. I would be down at Boston Police Department slapping everybody. Pimp hand back on. Turn the switch back on. Because where are y'all antennas? If I was Peg, I would be down there going crazy. Where are y'all antennas? My son gave his life to this department. Where y'all at? Make somebody do something. You still stuck on Karen. Okay. It's actually sad because it makes no sense that Karen did this. It makes no sense. It makes more sense that something else happened to John O'Keefe. And regardless if she's convicted or not, you still are not going to find out what happened to your son. And you're okay with that? You're okay with that? These are the police officers. These are the police officers. Look how she got on this stand. I can't say what you want me to say because, I told you that it was a false memory and I was showing facts and that. What are you talking about? Why didn't Jackson ask her, what exactly were you shown? What exactly were you shown? Because I won't even believe it like an outlawed. I believe that was edited and altered to say she left exactly at 3:45. Who leaves their job exactly at 3:45? Who leaves directly on the time in a snowstorm? The car only got there, what, an hour later? I could see you lingering around for an hour. If that's even the right time, I don't believe you. I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. And at this point, any other police officer that gets on the stand, I automatically don't believe them. I don't believe you. I automatically don't believe you. Hank's broken pencil, I absolutely believe they changed her time card to make it look like she left before the car got there. But I don't believe she did. I don't believe she did. I don't believe anything she says. Can't remember if there's cameras. Can't remember if there's monitors. Can't remember what you said. You're making up false memories. Oh, but what you remember though, what you do remember is you left at 3:45. You remember that vividly, clearly, even though it's been 2 years. It's been 3 years. I can't. I was never told I was going to have to remember this. It's been 3 years, but you remember that. You remember that. You remember that. The problem with this case is everything is just so. Everything is just so. It's like everything is, it could be this or it could be that. And that's usually not how it works. I mean, everything. Everybody's story is just a little bit shaky. Y'all are all liars. Y'all are all liars. And the jury should feel like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. And that is reasonable doubt. The fix is in. The fix is in, Sam. It has to be. Because I was a little skeptical of Bev allowing the text messages to come in through the friend. Now everybody thought that was a good ruling. It was the right ruling. She didn't have no reason to not do it. But I was looking at it from the other side. I was looking at it like she is allowing the text messages to come in because it means they have less reason to call Proctor, and she doesn't want Proctor up there either because she knows what Proctor does to the Commonwealth case. She knows what Proctor does to the Commonwealth case, and she doesn't want him up there either. So I might as well let them get these text messages in through the friend. So hopefully they don't ever see Proctor. Hank was jumping up and down about making them call Proctor. Then he has every line read because he's a master gaslighter. He was gonna do the same thing with Proctor. If Proctor gets up there, Hank Brennan is gonna act like no big deal, right? I mean, you said some bad things, but were you just passionate? You're just upset because another cop was down, but you didn't mean it. It's cool. I mean, water under the bridge. You didn't plant any evidence, did you? As if he's gonna say, yes, I planted evidence. Like, no, this is what I don't understand the not calling him. I don't understand it unless they're not sure how to ask the questions they need to ask on direct. Unless they're not comfortable with getting what they need to get out of him on direct. Otherwise, I don't understand. Hank Brennan is a master gaslighter, and he thinks his jury is dumb. And if he's correct, Karen goes to prison. But all it takes is one. All it takes is one to be like, what the fuck is going on here? What is going on here? Who is Michael Cox? Somebody tell me who Michael Cox is. I keep saying that name in the chat. Who's Michael Cox? I don't know who that is. By the commissioner. Oh, he's the new commissioner. Bev will pretend it's not relevant. He's Bev's gonna pretend it's not relevant. She never allowed him to be called the same way she won't allow Morrissey to be called. She'll never allow it. It won't happen. Really? He used to be the chief at Ann Arbor, Michigan? Really? Interesting. Exactly, ordinary you. You don't know what sequestration means. You don't know who can charge crimes. You don't know what perjury is. Get the badge away from that person. Get the badge away from that person. Interesting. Interesting that he's from Ann Arbor. That kind of makes me sad. He's been corrupted. He's been corrupted. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here, take my baby to school. Listen, thanks everybody for the gifted memberships. If you got a gifted membership, make sure you say thank you. The memberships will come with some cool things. You already got access to some of my emojis. Depending on your tier of membership, we're definitely going to do some cool things. I'm going to do some blogs, some more personal stuff for the members. We're going to do some member only lives. We're going to have a chit chat. That's going to be amazing. Also, guys, I have not heard from court. I have not heard from court. If I haven't heard from court by tomorrow morning, we're going to do another raffle. So everybody who was in the raffle stays in the raffle. Everybody who gave memberships today, you're in the raffle. I think most of you already were. So, but I haven't heard from court. So raffle may be coming tomorrow. Here Comes Drama. Don't forget to email me your shipping address. I have something special for you. Here Comes Drama was my very first member. That's amazing. Thank you. You're loving my hair. I don't know what I want to do with it. I took my braids out. It's kind of light right now. I think I might go lighter for the summer, or I might cut it. I don't know. I am not my hair. So who knows what will happen to it. I just do all type of things to it. But thanks, you guys. Y'all have a good day. Let's pray for peace today. We have Dr. Russell on the stand, and we have Hank Brennan gaslighting her. That poor woman. That poor woman. His righteous indignation with these obviously very smart people pissed me off. Because one thing, okay, I said I was going to go, and I'm about to go. But listen, one thing that bothers me about Brennan that does not bother me, that the defense does, and I think they do it very well, besides Burgess, they don't question these people, these accomplished people. They don't question their expertise. Like, they might question the way they did their tests. They may question the way they went about their experiments or the way they interpreted the data, but they do not go after them as experts. And I hate that Brennan does that because it's disingenuous. It's an asshole thing to do. And how dare you? How dare you? This woman has had one of every training areas in the world. Why do you do that? Why do you go after her as an expert? You can go after the way she interpreted the data. You can go after the way she sees things, but he actually attacks these people's credentials, and I hate it. I hate it. Can't stand it. Anywho, all right. Gotta go. Y'all have a good day. We'll be here tomorrow. Again, I haven't heard from court, so everybody who is in the raffle is still going to be in the raffle. And I know y'all know that the raffle comes with merch, but it also comes with work. It also comes with work. So be ready to work. You become my quality control department. So y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Take a Tylenol so these people don't give you a headache like they give me a headache. All right, y'all have a good day. Bye.